Here we are today, folks. So probably you have encountered a lot about enzymes in your past learnings. You have already know the fact that enzymes are special types of proteins. So, enzymes are biological molecules which are proteins that act as catalysts. They speed up chemical reactions and help complex reactions occur everywhere in life. Let's say here, a girl ate a piece of meat. Enzyme proteins would go to work and help break down the peptide bonds between the amino acids.
Here's the question. Will all enzymes break down all substances? The answer is no. In fact, enzymes are very specific catalysts and usually work to complete one task.
An enzyme that helps digest proteins will not be useful to break down carbohydrates. Also, you will not find all enzymes everywhere in the body. That would be inefficient. There are actually a lot of unique enzymes in neural cells, intestinal cells, and your saliva. Going on, how enzymes work. Enzymes have a special pocket on the surface called an active site.
The molecule that they are supposed to react fits there right into that pocket. The molecule or substance that the enzyme reacts is called the substrate. The reaction takes place between the enzyme and the substrate at the active site. After the reaction is complete, the new molecule or substance is released by the enzyme. This new substance is called the product.
Process is analogous to lock and key analogy, where the enzyme acts as a lock and the substrate acts as a key. Coming up next, enzymes and activation energy. Chemical reactions take place when particles collide with enough energy.
The minimum amount of energy required is called the activation energy, which means that enzymes lower the amount of energy required so the reaction can proceed at a greater rate.
For this graph, it merely shows the activation energies of a reaction with and without enzymes, and it is being compared to a person pushing a rock on a hill.
The energy of activation in a chemical reaction is a measure of the energy needed for the conversion of the substrate molecules to the reactive state, which means that the enzyme catalysts are more efficient in lowering the energy of activation.
For example, the decomposition of H2O2 requires 18 kcal per mole of energy without catalyst, but only 2 kcal per mole in the presence of enzyme catalyst.
So we could say that in the presence of enzymes, it could fasten up the reactions. The environment of the enzyme and substrate can affect the speed of the reaction. In some cases, the environment can cause the enzyme to stop working or even unravel. When an enzyme stops working, we call it denatured.
So there are factors that can affect the enzyme action. First is the temperature and second is pH.
For temperature, the temperature can affect the reaction rate. The higher the temperature, the faster the reaction will occur. However, at some point, the temperature will become so high that the enzyme will denature and stop working.
For example, enzymes work faster as the temperature increases up to 40 degrees Celsius, but are eventually denatured at about 60 degrees Celsius. This is because the shape of the active site is lost.
Probably like this. Girl, you're so hot. You denatured my enzymes. Bishing!
For pH, first, in many cases of pH levels or acidity of the environment ground, the enzyme and substrate can affect the reaction rate. Second, each enzyme works best at a particular pH. This is known as optimum pH. Third, an extreme pH either too high or too low will typically slow the reaction.
All in all, we have a summary here. First, enzymes work very rapidly and help up to speed biological reactions, which is supported that enzymes are catalysts. Second, enzymes can be used multiple times, however, they do degrade eventually. Third, enzymes can work in both directions of a chemical reaction. Fourth, enzymes have optimal temperatures and pH that they will operate. Beyond these optimum ranges, they will either hot work or become denatured. Lastly, enzymes are usually specific to one particular substrate. just like us finding our one and only true love, addition. That's all, folks. Hope that your enzymes are functioning well. Thanks a lot and happy holidays.